This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Amazon exclusive G.I. Joe classified series Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. This guy came in early, which was a pleasant surprise. So let's pop him open and take a look and see what he has in store for us. So first, as is the routine, we'll start with accessories. He comes with a climbing axe, scythe. Choice is yours as to what you want to call it, but it's done okay in this white plastic. Bit of a sloppy sprue mark there, but detail is present. Just wish this would have had a little paint on it, something to accentuate the detail. And he comes with, done in the same white plastic, grappling hook. Not much detail at all on this, honestly, just around the tip, but it's done okay. It's got a nice, somewhat long length of rope, which is not your typical cheap rope, but it's braided at least. It's done okay also. So they're not the best, but it is nice that they were included, so can't complain. And he will hold both of those just fine. And then he comes with his bow, which is really nicely done, in my opinion. It's got nice detail along the grip, black paint along the middle, and then the actual arms are done in gold paint. Really well done. Some scraping of the paint, but that's just minor. Just looks like a wear and tear from battle. Overall, it looks really good. And what bow would be complete without an arrow? This is done in the same white plastic as the other accessories. I do wish this would have had a little detail on it, but they didn't have to include it. It's done okay. Got some detail along the fletches. So overall, it's pretty good. He comes with his sheath, or sorry, quiver I should say, of arrows. Done really well with black plastic and gold paint. I like the gold Arashikage symbol that's imprinted on it. Detail is truly amazing, even though they did get a little sloppy with the gold on the back, but I don't mind because this part will be facing his back if he's wearing it. Done really well. And as you would expect, it does plug nicely into the back. Note the secondary hole. And finally, he comes with probably the most important accessory, the sword and sheath. Again, the sheath is just done in the white plastic, but there's some really nice binding detail on there. Goes all the way around. Sword stows in it very securely. And the detail of the binding continue onto the sword. Can't complain about that really, except for the lack of paint, but I imagine it would wear off pretty easily putting it in and out of the hands. But if you do remove it, you reveal the painted sword, and again, the Arashikage symbol. Now the paint could have been done better. As you can see, it starts well below the hilt. The hilt itself is not painted. And going along, it appears to be, yeah, it's pretty light here on the tip too. So you see a lot of the white plastic shining through. Overall, I'm really glad that they included it because it wasn't necessary for this character, but it could have been done a lot better. And using that hole in the quiver, that will store nicely on his back. So now let's move on to Storm Shadow himself. I have to say, they did the paint apps in a minimalistic way on this one. The white is, again, white plastic or rubber. The only white that's painted is here along the abs and along the arms. And they painted over white. They should have done another coat because it is bleeding through, but it's not too bad. It's got gray on the shoulders. Sorry, gold on the shoulders with some black paint, as well as the gold symbol there. Coming down, he's got painted belt and some black paint, some added detail there on the I want to say shirt tails, but on the uniform, we'll call it. Black plastic for the shins. Now the black on the legs and feet, lower part, is painted on, and you can see the sheen difference from what's painted and what's not right there. But it's nicely detailed though in the plastic coming around down the legs to the feet. Overall, I mean, there's a lot of great detail on here with all the pouches going along the back. It's got sort of a samurai armor look to it. Here's the back. Could have been done a lot cleaner. Maybe it's just my copy, but the paint apps on this guy seem to be a little lackluster. Oh, there's some white paint right there. Okay. But it feels a little rushed, in my opinion. Maybe they should have released it on time instead of getting it out the door early, because it's not to the standard of the other G.I. Joe classified figures, to be honest. Alright, so let's get into the articulation. First, let me show you that the hood does actually come off. The easiest way I've found is just bring it down forward off the head. And he's got the typical ball joint, but this one actually, the head can move back and forth. The black is painted on the head though, and the face sculpt looks fairly good. So he can, with the ball going into the chest, you can go down to there, back to there. You get a little bit more with that head slider, I guess you want to call it. Nothing really. Well, I guess you can do some attitude to the side. Coming down. Arms can go up to there. And one interesting thing, I kind of like how they did this. The shoulder pad, it's on a tab that connects inside in front of the shoulder, so you can actually rotate it with the arm. It's a little bit weird when you get to there, but it does allow for full range. So arms can go out to there, full 360. Do get the upper bicep rotation. Double jointed elbow. Wrists have a ball, so you can go all the way around, but yeah, though there is a pivot in there, isn't there? It's very minor, but it is there. Same for the other side. Now he does have an ab crunch, but I think they attempted something new with this character. But what you get is you get forward that far, and you can go back but it's as though it's on a ratchet. Did you see that pop? There you go, and you hear it. So when you use it, you just loose as all get out, but when you pop it back in, well, it's still loose, but it's not as bad. So you can either have it loose to where he wants to lean back, or loose to where he wants to lean forward. So I don't know if there's a problem with the assembly, but that's what you're left with. Not very well done in my opinion. You do have the ball going down into the waist, so you do get side to side, as well as what feels like a ratcheted waist rotation. Now the skirt, armor and outfit are very pliable, so you can get them out of the way. You do have the drop down hips, so you can get up to there as far as forward. You can get back to there, work your way around the character's hips, but somewhat limited back. Upper thigh rotation, double jointed knee for some great movement there. No boot cut this time, which is a little disappointing, but you do get toe tilt down, toe tilt up, and rocker. So he's very well articulated, and I do like the ninja style shoes that we all wanted as a kid. It's nicely detailed there. So overall, the articulation is pretty good. Just the failed attempt at a ratchet in the ab crunch is disappointing. So overall, not too bad. One thing I failed to mention is he does have the standard butterfly going into the side of the chest as well. Here he is with G.I.Joe Classified Destro, who happens to be the only other member of Cobra that I've been able to locate thus far, but I'm still on the hunt. They do look really, really good together. So now these two will be able to continue their decade-old rivalry into the new toy line. They look truly, truly good together, I must say. It's a bit disappointing with the lack of paint apps and the QC issues with this release. The amount of accessories does help, but the lack of any paint apps on those accessories does make it a little bit lackluster. But overall, with the articulation, posability, it's a great figure, to be honest. Don't let any of my negative comments sway you away from purchasing. So if you are interested, keep an eye on Amazon. I'm fairly certain they're sold out now, but I can guarantee that they'll get more in. So make sure that you pre-order or order as soon as you see it become available. It is a definite recommend for me. I hope that you liked the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and get that bell on. Thank you for watching.